Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we're going to be talking about the Dave Grohl DG335 Limited Edition. So Gibson is bringing back the Dave Grohl guitar, which we've seen the Epiphone version of. I believe there's also some sort of Black Friday deal if you're interested in the Epiphone version, which is going to be the blue version. That, I believe, is like $300 off. So that may be a deal to you. It's not a deal to me. I'm still going to hold out and see if I can find one on the used market for cheaper. I'm sure one will pop up eventually at the price point I like. But today we're talking about the Gibson version. So Rock Legends Axe goes white, hot. Gibson unveils ultra-exclusive Dave Grohl DG335 limited edition. Limited edition Dave Grohl DG335 and Alpine white. Discover the ultra-exclusive Gibson custom run of only 50 signed guitars. Oh, that's neat. He signed all of them, too. Gibson aficionados and Foo Fighters fans, brace yourself. Gibson Custom has just dropped one of the most anticipated and exclusive guitar releases of the year, the Dave Grohl DG335 limited edition, in a stunning Alpine white finish. This highly collectible instrument, mirroring the 19-time Grammy winner and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee has been touring with, is set to become an instant legend. The signature sound and style of a rock icon. Dave Grohl's long association with Gibson guitars is celebrated with a new limited edition run model. Following the immediate sellout success of previous DG335 releases, the Alpine white version is expected to disappear just as quickly, cementing its status as a highly sought-after vintage guitar for the future. Now keep in mind, if you wanted to use one of these prior to this guitar, I'm not sure the price of this yet, we will find out together. They were ridiculous. They were like in the $10,000 range on the used market. I have no idea what they sold for new. But I know there was like a standard line. I know there was like a black one, a gold one. I think the gold one is the cheapest one. And even trying to find a gold one for like under $7,000 isn't the easiest thing in the world. So I know this is only a limited edition run of 50, so I can guarantee you they're going to be expensive. I'm thinking $10,000 plus. But hopefully this means that they will be bringing out more of these in maybe a standard line as opposed to just a custom shop line. So only 50 of these meticulously crafted instruments will be produced, making this a scarce guitar opportunity. Each model is a true collector's piece featuring the artist signature, Soundto label by Dave Grohl himself, the fusion of vintage excellence DG335 specs. The Gibson Custom Dave Grohl DG335 is a unique hybrid blending the iconic features of the ES335 with the distinctive aesthetics of the Trinity Lopez model, all of Grohl's exact specifications. So we have a mirror-like Alpine white gloss nitrocellulose lacquer finish over a semi-hollow 3-ply maple poplar maple body, which is at your typical 335. Features a solid maple center block, also typical of that 335 for enhanced sustain and feedback reduction, along with a signature bound diamond-shaped holes, the Trinity Lopez style. The neck and fretboard. The mahogany neck is carved to the standard Trinity Lopez profile and boasts a long tenon for incredible sustain. It's topped with a bound Indian rosewood fretboard, 22 medium jumbo frets, and an eye-catching cellulose split diamond inlay, so no mother of pearl for us. Boo! Going to the electronics, we have unpotted custom buckers, which that's interesting, because I could have sworn he used the Burst Bucker 2 and 3 set, but hey, maybe he's switching it up. Rough cast vintage spec Alnico 3 magnets, delivering that classic raw and powerful rock tone. They are wired with CTS pots and paper in oil capacitors. I wonder, they just released the 1959 custom buckers. I wonder if that's what they're putting in these, being that they're making 1,000 of those. That wouldn't surprise me if 50 of them went to these guitars, because why not make it special? Those are $1,000 pickups. Hardware. Exceptional tuning stability performance, custom courtesy of Dave Grohl's mini Romantic tuners. We have a Tone Pros ABR1 bridge and a locking Tone Pro stop bar tailpiece. Price, availability, how to buy. So ultra exclusive is 10,499 euros. Ouch. So that's over $11,000 in the US. And includes a premium Gibson custom hardshell case. Well, it better for that price, given the low production of only 50. Immediate action is advised. Exclusive at Gibson.com and at the flagship Gibson garage locations in Nashville and London. So they probably have a couple of them in Nashville and London, and then you got the rest there on the Gibson website. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of rock history. Secure it before the limited run sells out. Let's see if it's sold out. Yes, it is. Of course it is. That sucks. That sucks right there. So it was $12,000. And 50-rich people already bought the thing. So, there's that. Honestly, I feel like a little bit yellower binding would have worked here, because I think there's binding in the F-holes on this, too. I've heard complaints about the Mini Grovers. I've never actually owned a guitar with them, so I don't know. Yeah, there's binding in the F-holes. But, yeah, binding everywhere. Or black binding also would have looked good with this. Black binding and then black plastics too. Got a nice case there. Looks like you get a COA. And his signature is going to be on the sticker that is inside the guitar. Looks like they are numbered individually. Let's see here. 22 medium jumbo frets on Nico 3 magnets. Custom buckers. Limited to 50. Let's just go through the specs. So you got the 3-ply maple poplar maple, gloss nitrocellulose, 335. The bracing is spruce. Sides is 3-ply as well, the maple poplar maple. Binding is going to be single-ply cream. Top, back, sound holes, and fretboard. Let's see here. Going on to the next specs. Indian rosewood, 22. Cellulose diamonds, mahogany. Nut width is about 42.83. Scale length, 24 3/4. Fretboard radius, 12. So, that's interesting. You do have nylon saddles. I don't think that he's had that before. Is that we got a picture? Oh, yeah, right there. Nylon saddles. That's different. I don't think he's done that before. Mini Grover, mini Romatic tuners, all that good stuff. Glued in neck. So, custom buckers, rough cast on Eco 3s, typical 3-way switch, 2-volume, 2-tone CTS 500s, paper and oil capacitors, switchcraft jack. Tone Pros, gold top, hat knobs, dial pointers, cream. Yeah, there's really nothing on this that makes this, super special other than the color. You got the nylon saddles are different. I think the pickups are different as well. And then he signed it, which, honestly, Dave Grohl has taken a little bit of heat, but it doesn't seem like it's stopping the fandom. In typical rock and roll fashion, he has the secret second family where he got... I think it was a stripper pregnant and cheated on his wife. So that's a pretty rock and roll thing to do. That I feel like that doesn't surprise a lot of people, given the territory with they say drugs, sex, and rock and roll. So do with that information as you will. I feel like that was a big thing for a little while. Now it's kind of swept under the rug. Everybody's still going to the concerts. I would still go to a Foo Fighters concert. I like the music. You can still enjoy the music. You try to separate the art from the artist sometimes, but you're still giving them money. So that's ultimately up to the individual. But it's a cool looking guitar. I couldn't have afforded it anyway, and even if I could afford it, I would not spend $12,000 on a guitar. In terms of the resale market, they're probably going to hold value, no problem. But what I would like to see is, that's fine if they want to come out with more limited edition colors for the Gibson version. But it would also be cool if we got a standard line of these and also an Epiphone line, So make one of these for Epiphone in the $1,000 range, and then make one of these for Gibson, in the standard line, probably in the $3,000 range. So you got kind of everything in between, and you can buy one at whatever price point you're comfortable with. So, yeah, I guess that's where we'll end it. Cool guitar, already gone, very expensive. Hopefully they come out with a standard version of these and an Epiphone version of these for those that want them, because they're selling. The Epiphone versions are still selling. People are still buying them. I want one. In all honesty, I just don't want to pay $1,000 for it, so I'm waiting to see if one will come on the used market for the right price and kind of go from there. Till next time, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, leave a like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And as always, have a good one.